There we go. All right. How's it going, everyone? Nico here with the wooden spoon. We have not even so much a podcast, but maybe an emergency press conference of sorts. I'm joined by Juliana Pasquarosa and her dad, Carl. You've seen Juliana on The Bachelor this past season, and Carl is give us your exact title of you're the vice president of the St. Mary of Carmen.
Premier Common Society, yeah, Nico.
Awesome. Now, exactly what does the St. Mary of Carmen Society do?
Well, essentially in 1935, a bunch of Italian immigrants came over here in Newton, right down at the church, in Our Lady's Church. And as they were, gathering in numbers here, they formed this society to keep the Italian immigrants together, help each other out. So in 1935, they somewhat incorporated. And my maternal grandfather, Pasquale Morocco, was one of the founding members with five other members of the five families. It's not a mafia reference. It's just
Yeah.
five members of five families. So there's two Aninos, a Batista, and a Leone with the other two. There were two Aninos, so the five of them started. And essentially, it's a Catholic Italian organization. We're based out of the church in Newton off of Adams Street.
Okay.
Flashpoint to this whole thing.
Yes.
And we meet annually. For this festival is one of our signature events. We also have a banquet. We have a scholarship banquet. We're a nonprofit organization.
Okay.
We do a lot of community work. We have scholarships. We've probably in the last decade doled out about $300,000 to scholarships,
Oh, wow.
families, communities, individuals, people in need. And that's really what our MO is, just trying to help people out and be there for the neighborhood and the community.
Yeah, that's awesome. Obviously, why we're talking today is because recently the mayor in Newton, if you guys have visited Newton or known Anthem, you could see certain streets have, instead of the yellow line in the middle, there is a beautiful Italian flag running right down the street. And on Adam Street in particular, overnight, it seems, and correct me if I'm wrong, overnight, the mayor just sent somebody to just take it off and just put regular street lines there.
Yeah. That street, Adam Street, is the focal point of entering Nonantum, or the lake, Italian section of the neighborhood. And it runs along the side of the church, which is a main thoroughway, and it's been there for decades, that green, white, and red line. And it was something that happened at night, which, I really don't have any issue with that because I always want construction done at night, not during community.
Sure.
But the fact is that it was done without any prior knowledge, no notice to anybody. And when you touch something sacred like that and you remove something that's been in the neighborhood at a staple, clearly you strike a nerve with the neighborhood. And that's exactly what has happened. It's been a tsunami of emotions from a lot of people. It's not necessarily about the lines, but it's about the lines, and the traditions and the history and the families that have spent a
Yeah.
lot of time
I
taking care of that.
couldn't agree more. A lot of times, I mean, I'm part of many Italian American organizations, and even certain statues or things. It's like once you, it's the I go. I always relate things to the book. If you give a mouse a cookie, if you give a mouse a cookie, they're going to want some milk. You let them give them an inch, they're gonna end up taking a mile. So it is important, I think, to stand ground, even if it doesn't seem like a big deal. It's going to be a big deal eventually, especially
Yeah,
anything.
Nico, let me just add this piece. And this just doesn't happen overnight with her, with the mayor's office. Um, but the fact of the matter is, all of this could have been prevented if she had waited till after the festival. It's a 5-day festival. It
Mhm.
started on Wednesday night. We're into our third night tonight, but it took place. The changing of the lines was about 2 weeks ago last night, and there was no reason that it had to be done at that particular time. And that's really what ignited this whole thing.
Now, to get a little backstory, the lines are always green, white, and red, correct? This wasn't just during the
They've been
feast.
that way for decades. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this is crazy, and I gotta just say, like, I've been to Newton once. I've been to the feast. Just I have friends there, obviously, friends in Boston and Newton, and the community in Newton and Nonantham. It's a different type of Italian American community. It's not like just you're going to New York or New Jersey. Like everyone is very close knit. Everybody's super friendly and welcoming. And I just gotta say, it's probably one of the most underrated Italian American communities in the country.
Yeah, it's very unique. I mean, you think about 90 years we've been doing this.
Hmm.
90 years. The lineage of families is tremendous. We have 80 members currently active in the society. And there's a connection all the way back somewhere, somehow. And we come together at our monthly meetings, the second Wednesday of the month at the church, and our secondary fundraiser is a scholarship banquet we have in October, which is attended by 300 people. Sit down dinner, the whole thing. So
Great.
do a lot. We sell Christmas trees. I need to mention that to you. 500 Christmas trees
That's awesome.
every December. Yeah, again, all raising funds for our charitable events.
That's awesome. Now, I learned about all this through Juliana posting it. Julian, why did you feel that you had to post it? Because obviously you have a massive following right now on social media. So this is something that obviously you could get paid tens of thousands of dollars to post on your Instagram right now. So why did you feel that you needed to post
When were you
this?
going to tell me that?
Well, I am a part of the reestablished St. Mary of Carmen's Women's Society. And I think that, of course, this has just been in my family forever. I love this week. I've always loved this week. And I see all the work that, the men and now the women put into all of this. And I think it's important for people to know. And I also felt like she still had some time, Mary Ruth Ann Fuller still had some time to maybe make a change or come find some common ground between the two. And I just wanted to bring some awareness to it.
Yeah, well, I definitely applaud you on that for sure, because sometimes it's not so easy to make a public stand, especially when you're in the public eye for sure. So definitely
Totally.
give you props for that.
Thank you.
Awesome. So now, why did the mayor, at first off, I guess I should have said this at the beginning, what was the purpose for taking the lines off? Like, what was her political
So,
purpose?
so we don't really know what her motive was at this moment in time. What they do cite, and we met with her several times. I was one of the two people that met with her since January to prepare for the festival. They cite a 2023 traffic analysis that was done on Adams Street based on width, traffic volume, federal laws, state laws mandate that you have to have based on all these criterias, a solid yellow line, two solid yellow lines.
Okay.
To go right down the street, the length of Adams Street. So, great, but the statistics were based on the width of that street. Any traffic over 6,000 cars a day, it would fall into the category of a requirement. I would point out in that study, there was one day, November 30th, 2023, that there were 6,002 vehicles.
Oh my God.
And I would also point out that was All Saints Day, which meant
Uh,
all Catholics were heading to church that day. Otherwise, after that and before that, the numbers plummet. So that's baffling, right? Isn't that just baffling? And we're actually battling them on this traffic study. Say, you're going to do another one. I mean, we have reason to believe that this is inaccurate.
mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's what it's been cited multiple times from the mayor to us that's why they did it.
That's
Safety
great.
issue. And if you've been down Adams Street once, parking on both sides, center line, you can't go down that street without going over the center line. I don't care what color it is. So it's just
Tight.
not something that makes any sense. It's unconscionable and it's baffling that you chose to do it right before the festival.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like, I don't know. It just seems like someone's just trying to take a shot at somebody. It's one thing to not believe, it's one thing to believe in coincidences, but a study from November 23 to happening a couple weeks before the feast, I don't know. Something doesn't sit right.
As I've been saying, 100% of the problem comes from one office, 1% of the office up at City Hall. And
Yeah.
the 24 council people, there are 24 councilors in Newton representing the entire city. All 24 signed off on a resolution letter to the mayor requesting that the society be allowed to paint the tricolor lines over the yellow lines. I mean, there is support locally. Our
That's
state
great.
reps have stepped in and said the exact same thing. But our procession, the big day is Sunday, and there is hope.
Mhm.
We always have hope, right? We have faith. We have faith. The baby by Sunday, we may get the green light from the city.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, because there's already been, as somebody pointed out, the rebellion has begun because there are individuals outside of the society membership that have been out in that street painting it.
Well, that's obviously one of the big news stories that happened. And
Yeah.
I had posted it yesterday and I woke up
Oh,
this
did you?
morning and I saw almost all the Italian pages that posted it that somebody had gotten
Yeah,
arrested for trying to spray
yeah,
paint.
yeah. And he was a random neighborhood guy, and he had just had enough, and he went out there, and they popped him at 1:30 in the morning. They confiscated his paint. And then there was a Jewish resident who's lived on Adams Street, right outside the synagogue. He went out there and painted yesterday, and he said,
Wow.
"Let them arrest me." So he was out there with all the press painting over the lines, and the police don't want any part of this. They understand,
Yeah.
this is
Well,
just a real political hot tomato right now.
I feel like
yeah.
that speaks to that it's, even though it is the Italian feast, it is more of a community embracement, and, all religions, all different parties are stepping up to kind of back us on this. And it, yeah, just speaks to the community that we try to
Yeah.
foster here.
I think too, it's like if you see it happen to one community, especially the Italian Americans, like what stops them from going to an Irish community next or a Jewish community next or something along those lines. So I think it's important, like even as Italian Americans, if we see this happening to other ethnic groups or religious groups, I think it's important to also take a united stand for sure.
And we've been doing it, by the letter of the law. We really are a Catholic Italian organization. We have forgiveness. We're trying to, follow and understand why this is taking place at the time. But at the same time, we're not prepared to give in. And so at the end of this, we're going to come out in a much better position. And we believe that those lines ultimately will get back down over the yellow lines that are presently there.
That's good. That's good to hear. Is there anything that like someone like me could do or somebody not from Newton or Nonanthem could do to help out?
Thank you for asking that question. My voice isn't what you hear right now, because I've been talking about this so much, 112 hours of my life.
Yeah.
But I would just tell you, because I get that question a lot, what can we do? And that's beautiful that everybody to a person has asked that question. What can we do? And the reality is not a lot. I mean, we are prepared in a moment's notice to repaint those lines when we get the green light lawfully. And that's really the goal here. And there's just so much pressure being exerted into that 1%. It's mind-numbing that we haven't got it yet. So we're hoping by Sunday of our procession, the afternoon and evening procession, we'll have those lines down on Adams Street. But if anything does come up, Nico, that we need your help with, I'll have Juliana call you.
Yeah, sounds like
And
that.
I think, just regular people or anybody that's not even a part of the society coming down, checking it out, having a drink, supporting, and just showing up is a great way to show support.
Yeah, it's definitely because I think I've seen I see actually one of the days I was there, I did see the procession, and it's great because it's like not even like it's part of the feast, it's part of the community. They're going in the streets, everyone's outside their house,
We take our saint who's 90 years old, the Virgin Mary and baby Jesus, and we walk her through the streets of Nonanthem, followed by the North End Band, followed by all the old timers, people throwing out flowers. We stop at a lot of the houses that have somebody recently deceased, and it's a real religious type of thing, and everybody has a lot of fun. People come out of their house, they serve us food, and it's for 2 hours. We travel through the streets, obviously with the police escort, through the streets all the way back towards Pellegrini Park.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so excited. I wish I could come out this weekend and check it out.
Yeah.
But I will be at I will be at St. Anthony's if you guys are gonna be in for Boston. Maybe we could link up then.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
For sure.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys doing it. And before we leave, Juliana, I want to just commend you too on your portrayal of Italian Americans during the Bachelor filming. I think you just did a fantastic job of portraying what being Italian American truly is. It's family, it's faith, it's just love and community and everything like that. I don't think there was a single negative stereotype you represented. So I just wanted to definitely commend you on that.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. I just said going into that, the one thing I really wanted to do is make my family proud. And so I'm really happy to hear that you think I represented us well. And yeah.
Of course. It was awesome to see your dad too on the screen doing his personality.
Got a problem on my hand.
Carl, did you like being in front of the camera? It seemed like you enjoyed it a little bit.
No, there's a backdrop to me doing a little stuff in front of the camera. I had a little show of my own for 52 episodes, so I was kind of comfortable in that. And when it's your daughter involved, you want to put your best foot forward. So I just rolled with the punches.
Absolutely. Well, you guys were awesome to watch. I have to admit, my wife got me into the Bachelor when we first started dating years ago, so I've been hooked on it ever since. So
I've watched one season.
One season?
One season.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I think who had posted it before? Adelina, the Italian pasta queen. I saw she had posted Juliana, and I was like, oh yeah, who is? Because like right off the bat, like finally somebody Italian on the Bachelor or the Bachelorette. And I think I followed you initially. I was like, all right, Juliana, she's got this from the get-go. So.
Woo!
Yep. Great.
All right. Well, thank you. I can't tell you how happy I am you guys hopped on real quick. So
Yeah.
thank you guys so much. And if anybody's watching, go to the feast. If you can't make it this year, next year for sure. And keep sharing. I guess share the posts, let everybody know what's going on. And hopefully we'll get these lines repainted soon. And if they do get painted soon, send me a picture so I could post it and let everybody know too.
Absolutely.
Viva la Madonna.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you guys so
All right.
much.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much.
Go.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.